welcome back to my channel. I'm Courtney and I hope you are doing so very well. So today we're going to do a quick flip of my volume 3 insert. I finished this up a couple of weeks ago and I thought it was time that I showed you guys my flip. My Patreons have already seen it, but it's time that you guys see it too. So as you can see, I use the regular sized insert. This is the 003 Midori insert. It is my preferred insert to use. And I've already started my volume 4, so that's in there. And my journal of choice is the Giulio Giramondo in gold Apoca leather with the pockets. You've seen this baby for years now. It should be no different. So this is my insert. I am going to contact it as I do with all my other inserts because it does get handed around at meetups and it's just a way to keep it sort of safe and secure. So this is the inside. There's a little Project Life card here that I have put our family members on and some pictures here. This is the front cover, Creating Your Own Adventure, the Diaz Family 2015. So I did start this insert in 2015. It took me 1 year and I think 2 days to complete this insert. So I am a slow journaler and I'll always be a slow journaler. So I'm not going to go into too much detail because a lot of these pages have either been created on YouTube or they're very self-explanatory. I've used a lot of distress stains. I used a lot of just Daniel Smith watercolors, washi tape, my own art, of course, collage sheets, bits and pieces. This is when I was testing all the colors. And there's a lot of swatches in here because this is around the time when I started creating the Little Raven ink portable rainbow. So there's swatches in a lot of my books. It took a lot of time. And you guys saw this on YouTube. This is when I made the map onto, use the, what do you call it? I'm tired, guys. Clearly I'm tired. Park map. We went to Luna Park. This is the map you get of the park and I've turned it into a tip-in of our adventure. Just something a little bit different to use something that you would have already thrown away and turn it into something that you keep for a while as a memento. So this is a watercolor paper tip-in, just a painted face with watercolor and colored pencil, Prismacolor. And these were punched out with a hexagon punch and they're just snippets of photographs that have been lying around and hadn't been used in spread. So I thought what better way to do like a little patchwork. Some doodling with my uni pin fine lines. I am going to film this video again with no talking at all and just flipping through the pages. So if these sorts of videos, you love seeing the journal, but you don't like hearing the babble, I will upload a silence with just some music flip for you people as well. My blue head girl, I created her in my art journal and I liked her so much that I wanted to put her in this journal. And I've actually just recently drawn her again on a watercolor tin. Not nearly as nice as this one though. This is probably my favorite and I'm using Pitt Artist brush pens in the blue and the yellow, paint marker for her cheeks and a paint marker for her shirt, and just some selfies with some washi tape because it's my journal. This is when I got my pink Color Eno mechanical pencil and just I still love it to this day. It's still what I prefer to draw in. I do prefer to draw in pink. And it's in here. So there's that. You guys have seen me draw with this a lot and talk about this a lot. Nothing's changed. This is my little Giulio pencil case of what I normally just chuck in my bag if I am not wanting to take too much. And these are jelly rolls and indigo watercolor and some white Signo broad white gel pen. Why you should keep a single sentence journal. It's just a little article. I don't keep one yet, but I want to. And a lot of writing. Just the same. My journal is very, very, very non-experimental. I like what I like and I do what I do over and over again with the same supplies in different ways. So like I know there's so many cool things out there but half the time I just go back to the same stuff. So it's pretty crazy that I have all these supplies and I use the same things over and over. In the background here is some Daniel Smith watercolor, one of my little drawings. Lily is obsessed with Coraline, so for book week she dressed up as Coraline. So I had a printout of her so I knew what her costume looked like when I was looking in the shops, and just a stencil. These are dilution sprays. I was just spraying them to see how they would hold up on the Midori paper, if they'll bleed or not, and they didn't, and this page kind of never went anywhere. It just sort of became really mishmash, random, no writing, but it's fine. I'm fine with that. This is from hubby's work party, and a little Nook Dweller sticker. And this is when I decided that I was going to do Project Life in my Midori, because as much as I love Project Life, I'm pretty fail at it, let's be honest. And so they have this thing called December Daily, where you document your December all the way up to Christmas. And I love that too, and I've tried many, many years. And I have half-filled December dailies from about 4 years running. So I thought, why didn't I try it in my Midori? So this is my attempt at doing the December daily in my Midori. Although we all got very, very sick over Christmas with gastro, so I never got to finish because I was either too sick or taking care of people that were sick. After we all recovered, or some of us recovered, it ripped through our entire family, extended family and friends. So it was a very hardcore Christmas. So I pulled apart an old Christmas album, and just sort of repurposed it for my Midori. Lots of little tabs, flips, a wreath that I painted, photographs. I was also trying to do Sketchmas as well. Obviously that failed because I got so sick. And little tabs, and there's Raven and Lige with his PlayStation, Xbox. Mummy's got to learn these things. And here we have lots of tip-ins, Project Life cards that have been taped together to make a longer tip-in. I really like the way that looked. So these were like Christmas orientated Project Life cards. My little elves, we made gingerbread houses. Look at Boo, she's such a cutie. And John being a complete dork over here, that's why I love him. And so that's where Christmas stopped, because then we all got ridiculously sick. So this is just some distress stain, and I made an order with one of my favorite illustrators, Fran Nerd. And so got little bits and pieces from her, so I do always keep packaging and things. This is another thing, so I taped that in. Some paper from a craft show, scrapbooking paper, collage sheets from Tisha Moore. Just a lot of the same thing. I am trying to be a bit more different in my volume 4, so I'm doing a lot more daily journaling in volume 4, and I'll show you the couple of pages that I have done. These are some Project Life inserts that I've cut down because I have a stack, and I decided that I'd try and repurpose them for my journal. Some of my drawings, selfies. This is when I ripped out some of my Hobonichi pages, because I had all intentions of doing Draw My Day for this year, and for some reason I just never got it off the ground. So I only had a couple of pages in my Hobo. So I didn't want them to go to waste, so I ripped them out and tipped them into my regular Midori. And yeah, I liked how they look, but I'm going to try again next year and see how we go. These are from my Patreon collage sheets. This is when I was doing the tester drawings for Sheet Sparrow. I did a whole heap of bullet journaling things, so I was testing and printing, and I've got a whole heap of tester prints that I use every now and then. Some of my drawings, watercolor, Daniel Smith, Opera Pink, The Spice of Life. Pictures of hubby and me, testing stickers, tip-ins. This is a piece of watercolor paper just with some of my little drawings on it. So it's very, very much the same. Excuse me. One of my little Nook Dweller stickers. This is some sequins in a packet as a tip-in. some more stickers that I was playing with, and these are the Chic Sparrow stickers printed on clear sticker paper. I wanted to see how they'd print on clear. You guys saw me work on this page, and you saw me work on this page, a whole heap of weird selfies. You saw me work on this page as well. This is India ink with a Uniball white Signo broad. I really love the way this looked. It really pops. And my little painting of my creature. This one has been loved up by quite a few in the community. I've seen various versions of this girl, which makes me smile. I'm enjoying drawing in red ink with a fountain pen. I'm using a Coeco fountain pen with red ink, so I'm enjoying drawing with that. And little notes from Mitts with some happy mail. Chandra's business card from an order I made. And these are some collage sheets for my Patreon people. So I always have a lot of tester images that I use, so I need to use them up. And just some photos of my fam bam. And these are distress stains here, the new ones that I purchased. This was a Patreon journal with me video. This is some happy mail I got from Mitts that I then turned into a journal page. So a Project Life card tip in. I'm really liking the unusual sizes. I've currently been using the square ones. And some stenciling there with some dilution sprays. And these are bits of old photographs of artworks that I've repurposed and cut up. And this was a drawing for one of the collage sheets as well. Some of the drawings end up in here. They end up in my watercolor journal. They're all over the place at the moment. So that is there. This is when we went to Inverell, and I went for a family trip to visit my family, and it was so cold in Inverell. This is me and hubby snuggling in the caravan. Very, very cold. And this is Ellie, one of my best friends and one of my bridesmaids, and we always get together when we can. And this is her Midori on top here, and it is the bomb. We are a Pokemon family, don't judge, we're a nerd family, we always have been. I met my husband playing World of Warcraft, so we go Pokemon hunting on the weekends. And this was using my collage sheets with some India ink and doing a spread that's a little bit different in my journal, tracking things by day instead of just constantly, you know, just doing page by page. I thought this was a nice way to do it, and I'll probably repeat this in my next insert. Less house, more home. And then these are just my kids when they were little. Since this journal took me so damn long to finish. These are drawings from my little kids when they were little. So this obviously wasn't destined to be a journal insert, so it was kind of just an insert at the back of my journal, at the back of my cover that just sort of I kept in there. And so I remember them drawing these when we were waiting at a doctor's surgery. So this is like Little Boo's dinosaur, and I couldn't cover them up. I was going to, but I really just couldn't. So I've kept them in. And on the back page are all moments that never made it into my actual journal. They're just little highlights of the years that have passed. So I decided that I'd make a little contact sheet and put them all down here so that I can see moments that happened. There's Boo there for Halloween disco. There's her as Coraline. I got my learners. Yes, I'm slow, but it's okay. So there's that there. And that is my journal. It has taken a long time. Feels like this has been a long time coming. I know you guys have been waiting so very patiently for this flip. And then my insert 4 is the same, 003 Midori insert. And this is currently where it stands. So there's the page you guys saw me do with the Brimbles box. And this is a Patreon video on creative ways to date your work. So I talk about different ways to use your embossing powder and embossing stamp pads, all that sort of thing. This is an ode to my mum. And some of my collage sheets there. And this is when I did a sunflower with Rowena from Sojourner. So I'm going to try and do more sort of things like this. And this is one I just finished, and this was also a journal with me on Patreon. And then this is currently where I'm at. So this is where I am journaling today. This was stuff that happened yesterday, and then this is this morning. So that's it. That's all I've got. That's all I've got. I have a Tomo River paper insert here, but I haven't used it. I was going to use it this time around, but I gotta stick to what I love. And I love the Midori insert. So that is all today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I know this was quick. I didn't want to babble on forever because sometimes I get, you know, carried away. Up next is going to be a review of a Hobonichi Weeks cover. And also I'm going to do an updated what I use in my journal supplies wise. So my favorite supplies. It's been about a year and a bit since I did my last one of those, and some things have changed, some things haven't. But I've had a few requests, so I thought I'd do an updated version. So I hope you guys are well. If you have any questions, pop them down below and I'll answer them as soon as I can. And thank you so much for watching. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye. And they don't pop out at all. I've had no issues with money coming out, no issues with the tabs coming out. It's been perfect. So if you're interested in doing the envelope system, this is a really good idea. I have had great success with this. I really enjoy the fact that I've got our envelope system in a, you know, one thing. Coins, I do have a separate coin purse, and but technically we carry all notes, and the coins just get popped into a coin purse and then divided back into the stay-at-home envelopes, which are these things here. So coins get put into here when they've been taken out of here. So this has been awesome. I highly recommend, if you're doing the envelope system, grabbing some dividers and ordering yourself one of these notebooks. So this is the personal size, and these little dividers fit in perfectly with a little bit of cut down, probably about, oh, my husband did it, so I can't even say how much he cut down. So